Hi, Taurus. I'm Lateesha with lateesha.com, and I am here with your astrological report and tarot reading for the first half of June 2019. And so we have a lot happening for this first half of June, so I'm just going to jump right in. Towards the end of the report, I'm going to go ahead and pull the tarot as I did a couple of weeks ago for the second half of June to second half of May to see what Spirit has to say for us regarding the first half of June. So on June 3rd, we have the new moon happening in the sign of Gemini. It's happening at 12 degrees of Gemini. So this will be happening for you in your area of income. So this can be bringing fresh, new energy for you in how you bring in income for yourself. So this energy of this new moon is fresh and energizing and playful and light, and it is asking us to release whatever it is that is heavy and is not working for us. So this is here for you, bringing in new people for you to work with who are more inventive and creative and full of energy and lighthearted. So that is happening for you on the 3rd. Then on the 5th of June, we have the moon and Mercury moving into the sign of Cancer. So with Mercury, which has been in the sign of Gemini, which has been in this area for you of your income. So you could have been using your voice to really bring in money for yourself. Speaking could have been just heightened, your intellect just heightened. So we have this Mercury, the Lord of communication, moving into this area of Cancer for you. So even here, you will have more opportunities to talk to people who are in your community, who are your siblings. So it could cause this energy to be more concerned about what you are saying, more careful about what you are saying, because it's moving into this very watery part of your chart that is very much about feelings. So Mercury is moving there, and then Cancer will be there for 2.5 days. The moon will be in the sign of Cancer for 2.5 days for you in the same area. So during this time, you could be more sensitive to what people are saying to you. Your feelings could be hurt more easily. So this is definitely something that could be happening. And then Mars has already been there, and then in the sign of Cancer. So Mars will be on the 14th. Um, Actually, on the 12th, Mars will be joining in the sign of Cancer with the north node of the moon. So, with this energy, Mercury moving into the sign of Cancer and Mars having already been there, causing you to be more sensitive, causing you to feel more, causing you to be more passionate about what it is that you are doing as it relates to the family. So the North Node has already been there since like last summer. So with that, you have been feeling more and being pulled more towards the family as opposed to higher education and things of that nature, been more focused on the family. And so Mars there and then Mercury moving there is just bringing this energy more so up about mother energy, the divine mother energy, tapping in and connecting with the divine mother, connecting with the family. And then, so when Mars makes this conjunction with the North Node, he will stand opposite the South Node. And this again is around the 12th of June. So during this time, it's going to call for a great release. Mars is bringing a very dynamic energy, a very powerful energy into this area. And then the South Node has been asking us to release. The South Node is in the sign of Capricorn. It's been moving through. So when they make this exact opposition, it's going to be a letting go as it relates to the patriarchy and what you were taught. And for you, what you were taught about higher education, what you were taught that, you needed to have a PhD in order to be a success. You needed to have the master's degree. You needed to go to, take out all of these student loans to be able to be a success. What it means to be away from the family, to travel and be far away from the family is coming into question with this. So there is a huge release as it relates to your community that you grew up in, and the conversations that you had with them, and how you relate to them, and what they have meant to you. And again, siblings, cousins, short distance travel, all of this is on the forefront for you, Taurus. You're more focused on that. You could even be writing, a short novel, a short book, not a novel. Novel would be more in the ninth house area, but for you, this is just, maybe a short how-to book. You could be writing something like that. But whatever the case, you are more focused on family right now, is very much highlighted, healing those relationships, because Neptune is involved with the North Node right now in a very beautiful um, connection. So it's been happening for a few weeks now, and it's still here, and it's still saying, let's heal what has been broken with the siblings. Let's heal what has been broken with your community, where you felt that you could not be a part of it, where you felt that you could not be there. You needed to be far away. So this is being healed for you at this time. Okay, and then so on the Venus on the 10th is moving into the sign of Gemini. So that is going to be a huge shift. So you have had Mother Venus in your sign for the past month or so now, and so she will be moving in on the 10th into the sign of Gemini. But this is really good. It has its pros and its cons for us Taurians. I'm a Taurus myself, and a Taurus rising, Taurus sun. I am. So with Venus in the sign of Taurus, it has been very nice, because it just brings these blessings to you. With Venus in your sign, people are attracted to you, and they want to just kind of hang out with you and so forth. And it opens doors, and you look in the mirror and you feel more beautiful about yourself, and the world looks more beautiful, and you just feel more peaceful. Even though Venus has had some challenging things happening with her, challenging aspects over the past few weeks, and we feel those because Venus is our ruling planet. But with Venus moving into the sign of Gemini, this is bringing this area of income to the forefront. So, and Venus rules money. So when this moves here, it opens up an opportunity for us to earn more money using our hands, using our words, communication. Gemini is all about communication. It brings this brilliance in for us in this area of communication, quickness of thought. Venus will be able to be more dexterous. I think that's the right word. So we will have more dexterity. There you go. We'll have more dexterity with Venus moving into the sign of Gemini, as it relates to our income, as it relates to being able to sell something, selling what it is that we believe in, what it is that we want, and we're able to really juggle more things in this area of our lives. And then on June the 14th, Mars, again, I'm jumping back and forth about Mars. He will stand across the sky from Saturn. So Saturn and Pluto and the North and the South Node have been traveling together in Capricorn for a while. And so Pluto and Saturn are retrograde, looking like they are traveling backwards. And as they are traveling backwards, they are asking us to release what is not working. As what we were taught is the right way to learn, Taurians, the right way to learn, the right way to uh, believe, the right way to believe. All of this, all of that is being shed and being released, as what the patriarchy has taught us is the right way to believe. All of this is being let go of at this time. So Saturn has to do with what we fear, what it is that we are afraid of. So in this area, with Mars standing across the sky from Saturn, it will bring up the fears of how we should be moving, you know, ultimately. So it's been happening already, right? We've been letting go. It's been coming to our mind what we need to release, what is not working. So then when Mars comes and stands directly across, he's in the sign of Cancer, looking over at Saturn in Capricorn. you know, it could bring up these fears from childhood, from when we were in our mother's wombs, from past lives, as to how it is that I will be nurtured. Um, if I change what it is I believe, things being exposed to what it is that you believe that are just no longer viable for your life in this particular incarnation and how you are moving. And so you come to grips with that and you are able to release it, although it could be very, very painful, and if you are traveling at this time, I would advise not to unless you have to, but I would be very watchful and very careful in how I walk, because Mars has to do with the body and movements. And the area that it is for you is about traveling. It's in that area of travel. So this is a time to be cautious in how you are driving your car. If you could avoid it on that day, around that day, the day before, day after, I would try to avoid it if at all possible. But if you cannot, just be really cautious. Pay attention to everything. Stay aware. Stay alert. Because it's a really powerful energy that is happening at this time. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and we're asking Spirit for additional words and messages in this area of your life for the first half of June for the Taurians. Is there anything to share? Here we have this moon card. This has to do with Cancer, right? Which we've been talking about. Has to do with hidden things. Has to do with home. Second card that is out, the Four of Pentacles. This is the African American tarot deck that I'm using. So we have the Ten of Wands that is out for you. First half of June. Lots happening, but the end result is good. These additional 3 cards came out. Here we have the Magician card. We have the Six of Swords, about movement and moving your life, moving home. And ultimately the 10 of Cups, which is amazing. We love that. So I'm going to try to hold them up all together if I can. If I can. For you to see them here. Okay. So what we have is for sure something in the subconscious mind that you are working with and dealing with in the subconscious mind. And there is a holding back A part of you that does not want to share. A part of you that doesn't want to release fears of the subconscious mind. Doesn't want to release. And this has to do for sure with family, burden, burdened, feeling weighed down, hard work, but ultimately you are the magician. It is your willpower that you move forward, realizing that a change needs to happen. So you are leaving behind. You are either moving home, you could be moving house. There is a move for you here. You could be changing where you are living. Lots of energy happening for you in the third house. Lots of energy happening for you in the third house. And with Venus moving into the sign of Gemini, you could be changing careers. Absolutely. You could be changing your career. But whatever it is that is happening, you are using your willpower. You have come to the understanding that you are the one that you make the decision. You move your life forward. Nobody is stopping you or keeping you bound from what it is that you want to do. You have bound yourself. You have made the determination about what it is that you want to share and what you don't want to share. Excuse me. What it is that you want to share and what you don't want to share. You've made the determination. On this moon card here, oftentimes representing what is hidden. But for you, I just feel like it's what is hidden. It is what you have hidden. It is what is in your subconscious mind that makes you feel like you don't want to share. Makes you feel like you can't be free. You can't give. You can't be open. You can't love like you want to. Because it has been a burden to you. It has been a burden to you. But again, you come to the place, you move your life forward, you get unstuck from this. You get yourself unstuck by your own willpower, by your own determination. You move your life forward. You capture your devils, your demons, your fears, and you leave them behind as you move your life forward. Six of Swords. And when you do, and it's not easy. It's not easy to do. It's not easy to get free, to come to grips, to be honest with ourselves, to capture what has made us afraid. What has held us in bondage, we then put in bondage and we leave it. And it takes so much strength to do that. But you have the strength. You have the wisdom. It has cost you. You worked for it. You have done the work. You have spent the time coming to the place where you say, I no longer can accept feeling unloved and not being able to give love, not being able to receive love. It has weighed on you. But when you make this decision to move your life forward, to leave behind what is not working, by way of career, by way of where you're living, by way of a relationship that is not honest, where you can be open in all of these areas, whether it is career, whether it is home, not being able to be open, not being able to be free, not being able to be at peace, you get the strength and you leave it. And ultimately, it fills you with so much joy and so much emotional happiness and celebration when you bring yourself to moving forward. Okay? I thank you so much for watching, Taurus. Have a wonderful first half of June. All right, and I will talk to you in the second part. If you would like a personal reading with me, you can find me at lateesha.com. You can watch me on Instagram. I have daily horoscopes. I have daily readings that I do. I'm at lbhinton1ms on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. And I am also doing a live uh, new moon ritual on the 3rd at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time on Instagram. So if you would join me, that would be amazing. All right. And I will talk to you soon.